Hi, my name is Reggie John, and we are here at Air Cargo India, even in Mumbai. And with me is Adrien Thominet, chairman of one of the biggest GSAs in the world, ECS Group. Adrien, happy to have you join us for this conversation.
Thanks for welcoming me.
Tell us what's been happening in the GSA space. You are growing bigger and bigger every quarter.
Well, first of all, the GSA has been benefiting a lot from the last year's COVID period because we have been able to reinvent a little bit our business, our activity. And since 1 year, we launched a new concept that we call the augmented GSA concept. The idea is really to start diversifying our activity. We do believe that our core business remains the sales, so what we call the commercial activity. But we also want to diversify a little bit our activity with three new pillars. One of them is what we call the technology. In this regard, we created a kind of strong partnership with Wiremind company. We believe that we have the business on hands with the technology, and our customers needs us to bring some technology solutions. And Wiremind is bringing the expertise. So we created a technological partnership together. And then there is also new abilities that we want to create, new services we offer to airlines. And there is a last pillar, which is the sustainability, where we believe that we want to be the avant-garde GSA in terms of sustainability, which is a very important concept for us.
I've heard about augmented reality. Now it's augmented GSA. And of course, there is a technology is an integral part to this augmented GSA, that the concept that you have. To that extent, you are trying to either be part of it, collaborate with, or acquire companies on the technology space. You're building that capability. Tell us, going forward, is that going to be an important strategic move that you would make?
Yeah, absolutely. We want to embrace this technology transformation happening in the industry. We don't believe that we can just watch and be the witness of what's happening. So the platforms for us are very, very interesting. We are using them today for all our TCM contracts, what we call the TCM contracts. And then we do believe that the technology, especially the one brought by Wiremind, is very crucial. And there are other fields on the technology we need to acquire. But we need really to embrace it and then to use it. And then we can also use this technology that we can propose to our customers.
Technology over the last 2 years, digitalization, if I take the broader name of technology and how it is being adopted in the air cargo space, it is a digital transformation that is taking place. And there has been an acceleration of digital transformation, digitalization of air freight industry, which predominantly has been staying away from technology adoption. Tell us some of those initiatives that you rolled out in the last 2 years, from total quality management to augmented GSA services.
Well, for example, we took partnership with a Cargo AI, which is an e-booking platform, where we are forcing or inviting our customers to use these solutions for a certain minimum of weight. And we were very surprised to see the number of new customers we were attracting, giving us very good yields, small shipments, easy shipments. And then it's immediately increasing the productivity of the airlines. We are outsourcing a lot of, let's say, data capture solutions with our technological tools. And again, the expertise of Wiremind is helping us to optimize the flights thanks to their systems. So let's say with this kind of very bizarre situation with people working from home, we have been able to increase the productivity of our activity.
Adrien, we also have seen the proliferation of digital marketplaces to sell capacity, buy capacity. That seems to be one trend that we have seen over the last, not just in COVID, even before COVID. GSA has played a very significant role as a commercial partner for airlines. How do you see the evolution of GSA going forward? Do you see that maybe 10 years from the down the line, you would still have a GSA?
Oh, yes. Well, first, I believe it's much more a sales channel than going against the GSA. You would still need to have this cooperation with the human factor. And I believe that we need to use it as a GSA, as a tool, as a new sales channel or additional distribution channel for our customers. I don't believe we can totally replace the GSA, but it's also up to the GSA to change and to adapt ourselves to the new market situation. So I believe it's a good development. But again, we need to be part of it, but I don't believe it will replace our activity.
Okay, one of the things that I have noticed ever since I've been covering air freight industry, and I have noticed ECS Group, is that your strategy of scaling up your operation is not through you go and set up an offices in marketplaces. You would look for potential companies that you could either partner with or you could acquire. How many companies do you have? How many markets do you
Well,
operate
today
right
we have like 55 countries and we have more than 120 companies.
now? And how many airlines do you service?
I guess it's above 150 airlines.
Now, let me come to another important topic of the discussion beyond digitalization. Of course, connected to digitalization, technology adoption is sustainability.
Yeah.
Sustainability is an important word. You have a sustainability talked about in terms of people, planet, and profit or prosperity. Tell us, how do you, as a GSA, fit into these three aspects or the topic of sustainability?
Well, first of all, as a GSA, we are linked or attached to the activity of an airline. So we are considered also as a polluting activity. The idea is everywhere you cannot stop, let's say, polluting, you have to compensate it. So we are really engaged on compensating today this activity. So we took a lot of initiatives in this respect. And the second aspect is mainly on the social side. We are very developed today. We have developed a lot of program in terms of social activities and then education and then support of our staff. We have created a very strong charity program where all our staff is invited to contribute or to have some days off to contribute to their charity program that they will select, and we will even help them financially to develop it. So we believe that this combination of the social development and then also of, let's say, these compensations needs to be adopted on the GSA level. And then we have also different kind of policies on the selection of our suppliers now with very specific criteria. So we really would like to embrace also the sustainability concept on the GSA side, which is not very well developed today, I have to say.
One important question is, I am interviewing after almost 2 years, and then there was a period of COVID. I'd like to get your opinion on what has been some of the significant learning for you as an individual, as an air cargo leader from the last 2 years or 2.5 years, briefly.
Well, again, I think that the business is actually very much changing and evaluating. The demands of the airlines are not the same. The demands of the forwarders are not the same. The shippers are coming more and more directly to the airlines, and this industry needs visibility. There was a little bit of kind of lack of visibility all along the channel and the chain. And today, with this kind of e-platform especially, we can have much more visibility on the business, which is very much changing our habits and way of doing business, which is very positive in my eyes.
One question specific to one of your customers is a CMA CGM, which they launched with as a GSA, and there's been a rapid growth of a CMA CGM. They announced a partnership with Air France KLM. It's a big move, and you also see a similar trend that's seeing in the ocean freight container shipping companies moving to air freight, offering a end-to-end solution, an integrated solution, very similar to FedEx and DHL and UPS type. How do you look at this, and you still have CMA CGM Air Cargo as your customer?
Well, I think that they have a very interesting strategy, which is also contributing to this change of way of working. CMA is coming with their expertise on working for big shipping factories and then companies. And they try to transform this model into the air freight. So I believe that their strategy is very good in this respect. Maersk is doing the same, I think. So they are new players with a lot of resources and trying also to link the sea freight and the air freight. So which is also a very good learning curve. I believe that the sea freight was very much in advance compared to the air freight in their organization. And it's also a learning curve for us. So we're very much learning from their activity on the sea freight. And for us, CMA, we are trying to be the compromise between what they are doing on the sea freight and to help them also to transform this strategy into the air freight. But of course, it's a very dynamic airline today with a lot of investments, new aircrafts. So for us, it's of course a very, very magic partner.
Adrien, my last question. You have grown with the company. You are a chairman of the ECS group. In 2 years down the line, where do you want to take ECS group?
I would like to be, of course, the leading GSA, but especially in terms of sustainability. I think we will win a lot by being someone that can show to the industry what can be achieved in terms of sustainability. And of course, to have this capacity to diversify the solutions to the airlines that we are working with. So really having this capacity to really provide more and more solutions to our partners.
Adrien, thanks a lot. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
As usual, thanks a lot. Thank you.